women, and Soros, and welcome back to Let's Play Space Engineers. Last episode, the server tried to give me post-traumatic stress disorder of Season 1, but we powered through it anyway. And we started working on our welding ship, and for the most part, we've got it done, except for thruster placement. We do not have superior thruster placement technology yet. But we're going to try and remedy that. This episode, along with finish it up, let's test it out a little bit, and see how it performs. And off camera, I'm probably going to tear this down, honestly, because, like I said earlier, I'm probably going to move it outside, but I will probably do the engineering section. And I'll do that off camera. Not sure if I'll do it today or tomorrow, though. I think I'll probably start continue construction on this when I actually, finish the exploration ship proper. But anyway, enough about that. Let's start putting thrusters in play. Side and down thrusters positioned. Next we'll need reverse and top and forward thrusters. I'm thinking about putting forward thrusters here, or maybe put some along the sides here, or a combination of the two. Actually, some thrusters there might not be a terrible idea. Maybe if you put thrusters here, 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 here. Probably gonna need a couple of additional ones. Actually, this is a welding ship. It doesn't need to be the most maneuverable thing in existence, so I think this is probably good enough. Top thrusters, we'll put them here. And then reverse thrusters can actually go here. We need an additional steel tube. Covering anything that needs to be built either, so that's good. Okay, do I want to add any more thrusters to this thing before I continue on? I do not think so. 3 reverse, again, doesn't need to be the most maneuverable thing in existence. Turns out to be too sluggish for its own good. We will of course modify it. But enough about that. Let's see what we need. We're going to need 23 construction components, 23 thruster components, and 23 steel plate to finish that off, or at least all the thrusters off. Let's get right on that. And I don't probably think about armoring it a little, or at least throwing some decorative armor on. Not full-blown, protect the ship armor, just something to make it look a little less ugly. I really think about paint job. Your paint job technology. I'm also probably going to mine some more uranium. I never have enough uranium. I think they're just parking the ship on the side and turning it off at some point, because it's been sitting there on for God knows how long. Granted, not using that much power, just sitting there, but still. Leave it on for several days, that adds up. This one, we just need to make the reactors and, properly power it, convey all the systems up. And then do some flight testing. And, yeah, maybe I'll do a little bit of mining on camera, just to show you mine a little more uranium on camera, because why not? Can. I didn't really show you much of the mining that we did to get that resource stockpile in between episodes 2 and 3, so yeah, might as well show you a bit of mining. Why not? Really see how the mining ship performs too much. Only I think I showed it off in episode 2, and that was about it. In the next episode, I'll hopefully have the engineering section done on the exterior of the asteroid now, and we can continue working on our exploration ship. Hopefully see us making the crew section, among other things. Really want to get a few pictures of things so I have an idea of how it looks. Again, I'll be making it mostly from memory. But enough blabbering. We have finished the thruster technology, so this ship is now fully thrustered up. So now we need to see what we'll need for the reactors. Okay. So the reactors, we're going to need a 50 computer... Okay, so we're going to need 10 metal grids. We have that. How am I able to access the welding ship? It's not powered. Strange times. So we need 10 metal grids, which we have. Got enough computers, probably enough motors, and reactor components. We're going to need 15 of those, so... Okay. So we need 10 metal grids, 50 computers, 5 motors, and these reactor components. We're also going to need, I believe, 6 computers for the other things, and 4 motors for the other things. The, whatchamadoodles. Gyroscopes! Jesus, I couldn't think of that name. And we also need to get a couple of additional motors for these conveyor tubes. Gyroscope's finished. Now we can finish these side reactors. This ship is about ready to go. We need a construction component, 3 motors, and an interior plate. Along with, we'll say 200 steel plates. Probably won't need that. We actually probably only need like 100 steel plates. I don't plan to do that much in the way of detail work, but just enough. Okay, so we're going to add some side slopes to here. Also going to slope it here and here. A corner in there. And there. Nope, nope, that's not facing the right way. We're going to turn these corners in like that. For a little bit of extra detail work on the front. Do that. Let's build these ones up now. Then make this entire section look like a sealed unit, which is nice for aesthetics. Alright, anything else I want to do with this system? Maybe some corner pieces like this for the thruster pods. How does this look? Not the best. Let's do that. That looks a little better. In my opinion. And throw that there. Now let's go and replicate that on the other side of the ship. Not with a drill though, that's not going to solve the problem. And before I forget, I just remembered something before I forget. Automated turret off. Do not want to take a chance with that again. Okay. That looks good. Now, one last thing we need to do is, of course, throw a bit of a paint job on it. This one is make the sides along the conveyors all red. that will be up until there. Alright. Throw a bit of color onto that. Alright, that looks good. Now, one last thing to do is fuel it up. So let's grab ourselves 15 uranium ingots. Separate those into groups of 3. We are, of course, going to throw fuel into the first one of these reactors to power this ship up. Now this is powered. Throw the connector on. And throw fuel into the remaining reactors. Make sure this ship has enough power to move. And there we go. Finally, one last thing to put is a landing gear, which is going to require, we already have the construction component in place, so we just need a steel tube, a motor, and a large steel tube. Said steel plate when I was supposed to say steel tube. Or I said, never mind. You get what I mean, hopefully. Welding ship. We're gonna make some groups real fast. Gyroscope. Thrusters. And reactors, as well as welders. Attach this thing's anchorage. Okay, I think I just face palmed. Don't want to face palm. Okay. Yeah, a little bit on the sluggish side, but she moves just fine. And for a welding ship, it's perfectly fine. And you'll put the landing gear right and snug right between those thrusters. I'm pretty sure nothing will go wrong when we're trying to land this thing. And with that, our welding ship is complete. I'm just checking the time of this episode. Alright, about 12 minutes. Not bad. Nice. Okay, now we just want to do one to check, make sure everything's owned by me. Yes, it is. Share my faction. Good. This thing idle has about 26 days of fuel. Wow. What we are actually going to do is dock this thing, because we won't need it for some time. Dock it and turn it right off. We do not need this thing at the moment, but that is our welding ship complete. Again, if you can think of a name for it, just tell me in the comments. I'm going to have to tear this off as well at some point. But, the back end of this episode, let's go jump in our mining ship. Which, how much fuel does this thing have? It's doing fine. And let's go mine a little bit more uranium, because we just used a ton of it to fuel the welding ship. And chances are we will be using more of it in the future. So let us go mine a little bit of uranium to make up for that. Might be a bit of a shorter episode today. Considering, you know, we didn't get shot by our own turret, which is great. Speaking of that, I should probably turn that back on now before I forget. Okay, good, it's not shooting. When that happens, I have a mini heart attack. It's only like 5 kilos or so of uranium. Put that in the refinery, just make up for some of the stuff we lost in the welding ship. I believe I'm gonna get some use out of that, because now I don't have to weld the exploration ship by hand, which should speed up construction a lot. And what was anything else? Probably gonna keep that little like scaffolding around for a time, because you know it makes a good landing pad. Honestly, when I can move the exploration ship, I can also park the mining ship there. That'll make a very nice temporary landing pad. Still don't know what I'm going to do with Outpost Alpha. I don't know if I'm going to expand it or tear it down. I'm probably going to end up going to tear it down, or maybe make a new base. I'm not sure. Again, tell me in the comments if you have any plans for that. Alright. Got a little bit of uranium. That should be fine for now. Should be absolutely alright. You know, I don't think we have a connector for this base. No, we do not. I did not bother putting one on. Not that I have any complaints offloading things by hand, but still. We should probably put one on. Just because we can. Just because, screw it, why not? YOLO. Other memes. I don't know. Alright, so first off, let's offload that uranium so we can get started on the refining process. And then we will slap a connector on right here. Because, again, why not? Okay, so we need 150 steel plates, not a problem. 40 construction components and 12 small steel tubes. Eight motors and 20 computers. Okay, we need 9 more computers. 9 times we missed computers. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right. And let's just slap this right on. And we got my hotbar. And with that, we have superior connector technology. Huzzah! Alright, and now this will probably be the end of this episode. So, next episode, I will hopefully have moved the engineering section of the Enterprise outside. By move it, I mean tear it down, rebuild it. Hopefully with the assistance of our lovely little mining ship right here, which we'll name eventually, hopefully. And next episode, we will continue work on the exploration ship. Hopefully begin working on the crew section. I think I'm going to kind of floor plan. I'm going to kind of design the ground from the bottom up. Like, make the entire bottom section of the ship, maybe. And then weld that up, and then go one wall at a time. Like, one layer of welding at a time. That's probably how I'll design it. But, that'll all be next episode. So until then, remember to take controller and have a good time. Peace out, peoples.